Alright guys, Professor Casey here. I'm going to give you guys a little warm-up jiu-jitsu stretch and some mat drills you can do at home. You guys that do my class will recognize most of these movements from my warm-up there. I'm going to add a couple things so it'll be fresh for those guys that do my class a lot, and just something you guys can do in the morning and the afternoon just to get that blood get flowing and get some jiu-jitsu movement, get some stretching in. You can use this as a warm-up for other exercises, or if you just want to do this and just get some movement into your daily life, it's a good thing to do. So usually when I do this at the gym, I'll start with about a 5-minute just little jog, some little drills. But I don't have the space for a jog in here, so we're gonna start today with just 10 jump squats. So getting down low, and then nice and easy, doesn't have to be too fast, too hard, just to get that blood flowing before we start this. And so I didn't count, but that was probably about 10, okay? From there, we're just gonna go into 10 push-ups. Again, doesn't have to be fast, doesn't have to be super high pace. We're just getting that blood flowing, getting some sweat going. Okay, and then from there, just 10 sit-ups. I like to do full sit-ups and not necessarily crunches, just so I'm getting a little bit more range of motion. And then I like to do a little reach at the top, so I'm getting a little stretch in my shoulders, a little stretch in my arms. And just letting myself go slowly down. So about there, we're gonna do about 10. Again, I'm not counting, so you guys are counting at 10, or at home, and you're like, oh, Professor Casey didn't do 10. Whatever, do about 10. All right, from here, okay, I'm already on the ground. I'm just gonna do my technical stand-up, standing up in base a few times from here. So knee up, hand up, this hand's back, my hips come up, and then I'm bringing that foot up. I'm ready to fight, or I'm ready to grapple here, okay? And then I'm just gonna fall down and do that a few more times. So sitting my butt towards the mat, falling back, giving the mat a little slap, okay? And then I'll go to the other side. Hand up, knee up, hips come up, bringing that foot back, and then I'm ready to fight, falling down again, going to the other side, ready to wrestle. Okay, a couple more. Okay, so then from here, we're gonna go into our shoulder rotation. So arms out, small circles forward at first. Breathing, trying to stay relaxed, just getting this body moving. A little bit bigger from there. Right into those big circles. Getting that full range of motion. If you can't go this far, you have a shoulder injury, or you're just not that flexible, just go wherever you can feel it, wherever it feels good to you. From there, I'm gonna do backward circles now. So small circles first, and then slowly increasing the size of your circles until you're at your full range of motion. All right, from here, okay, I'm gonna move my neck side to side, nice and slow, just getting that neck warmed up. And then once I do this, I'll spend about 20-30 seconds on this. I'm gonna go up and down, like I'm shaking my head, yes. Again, just getting some motion in that neck. And then from there, all the way around, making circles with my neck, getting nice and loose. Okay, make sure we go both directions. Okay, now from there, I wanna warm up my ribs, warm up my upper body. So I'm just gonna get a little twist in. Okay. Nice and easy. And then after about 30 seconds to a minute, now I'm gonna go into my hips. So same thing, hands on my hips, and I'm just gonna do hip circles here. Okay, loosening up those hips, going both directions, nice and easy. Okay, so now working our way down, now we're gonna go to our knees. Okay, just circles in there. Don't press down on the knees. I'm just resting my hands there. Okay. Just getting some little circles in, making sure those knees are nice and warmed up. Okay. And then lastly, is just moving our ankles and toes around a little bit, getting some range of motion in there, getting them warmed up. A lot of people forget their ankles and toes, so don't forget that. Kind of just circling them a few times. Okay, now from there, back to our mat drill. So I'm gonna come to the mat, okay? I like to start with just my leg pummeling. So circles in the air, nice and easy. Okay, if you wanna get a little crazier, you can increase the speed. Okay, and I like to go back both directions. So I'll go this way a little bit, then I'll stop, and then I'll switch the direction that I'm going. Okay, and I just like to imagine that I'm kind of drawing circles with my big toe. That helps me keep the motion, keep the technique right. Okay, after I do that, 30 seconds a minute, legs are a little more warmed up. Now I'm gonna go into our shrimp, our hip escape, okay? So, knee up, leg flat. I'm gonna turn to the side that the leg's flat. I'm gonna try to escape my hips away, end up looking like a shrimp or like an L at the end here. Getting my hips away. Pulling myself back center, and then I'm gonna switch side. Knee up, leg down. Go to the other side, elbows stay tight. Pushing away, pushing away. And then, same thing, I'm gonna do this for about 1 minute. You know, letting my heart rate get up a little bit. Just working it side to side. Okay, from here, okay, so we did our hip escape. Now we're just gonna go into our rocking, into our sitting up here. When I do this, I'm rocking back as I come up. I'm tucking my heel to my butt. This leg's gonna stay on the mat. I'm gonna plant my foot, and my hips are gonna come forward. So I'm ending up in this position, okay? Then I'm falling back and switching sides. So again, doing this, 30 seconds, 1 minute. If you feel like you want to go longer, that's fine. But really getting that body warmed up, getting that blood flowing through all your muscles. Okay? Either getting ready for your day or getting ready for your workout. This is a good way to do it. Okay, once I feel satisfied with that, now I'm gonna go to my triangles, okay? So, same kind of idea, I'm falling backwards. As I fall backwards, my hips are gonna come up and I'm gonna catch a triangle. So I'm trying to get my ankle right in my knee here, right underneath, okay? Making sure the hips come up, don't leave your butt on the mat. I fall back, my hips come up, and I catch that triangle, switching side to side, making sure I'm extending those hips high up into the air, and I'm locking down on that ankle each time. All right, from here, okay, so we did our shrimps, we did our triangles, we're going to our bridge, okay? So flat on the back, I'm gonna plant my heels on the mat, plant my feet on the mat. I'm gonna bridge side to side. So I'm just keeping my arms tight and I'm bridging over my shoulder here, side to side. Okay, really getting those hips up. And if you want to, you can hold it a little bit at the top and get a kind of little lower back stretch. Okay, and then once you get better at this, you can start adding your neck bridges too. So I usually go one to the right side, one down the center, one to the left side, and just kind of continue that pattern. All right, at this point, you should probably be sweating a little bit, okay? I am, my garage is pretty hot and I like to sweat, so I'm sweating already to start with. Now, once your body's nice and warm, now it's a good time to stretch, okay? Those muscles are good, warm, ready to go, they're primed. So, I'm just gonna start with my butterfly stretch. So, feet together, okay? And I'm pretty flexible, so just take it to the range of motion where you feel it. Don't try to go further than that. So feet together, I like to sit up straight, and then if I want to, I can put a little pressure down with my elbows. And just get a nice little stretch out here. Okay, pushing those knees down. Breathing. Okay, after I do that for about 30 seconds, I'm gonna go right leg out, okay? And then I like to keep the legs straight and then curl the toes back towards me. And I'm just gonna slowly kind of reach my way towards those toes. Okay, wherever you feel it. Okay, some people can go all the way down. Some people, this is enough. So wherever you're at, it doesn't matter, but don't hurt yourself, don't go too deep. Just wherever you feel a nice stretch. Yeah. Once I do that side, we're gonna do the other side. Same thing, curling those toes back towards me, keeping the legs straight, and I'm just gonna look at those toes and kind of drag my chin towards them. And breathing as you stretch. Once you hold it for a little bit, sometimes you can go a little bit deeper. Okay, your muscle starts to relax. Okay, now from here, legs are wide, and I'm just gonna walk my hands down the center, getting nice and stretched from here. And again, noticing I'm breathing with all these, trying to stay relaxed. All right, now from here, I'm gonna go both my knees kind of in this S mount position almost, and I'm just gonna lean forward. So both my knees are in front of me, this one's legs behind me. I'm just gonna lean forward here. Okay, if this isn't enough for you, you can go even deeper. You can bring this one in, okay, and get a real deep stretch, but that's gonna be hard for a lot of people. So you can just stick to the first one if you don't have this one yet. Okay, now from here, okay, this same position with the legs, okay, I can either, depending on my level of flexibility, I can go back to my elbow, I can stay up on my hand if I'm really not flexible, okay, to the elbow, or third step, all the way back. You should feel it right in the front of your thigh here. And again, breathing, trying to stay relaxed. And once I feel satisfied now, we're just gonna do the same thing on the other side. So knees out in front, leaning forward. Okay, if I'm feeling real flexible, I'll bring this knee back behind me and get real deep into this stretch here, okay? If not, you can just stay in the same position. So it's up to you, whatever feels more comfortable. Okay, from there, okay, leaning back, again, stretching out that front side of your leg, and just breathing. Okay, so now from here, okay, couple options with this stretch. So I can keep the leg straight, bring this leg over it, and just kind of hold it here. If I feel stretched there, okay. I'm a little more flexible. I don't feel too much of a stretch this way. So a couple options. I can keep this leg straight and reach through. So I'm kind of feeling this in my lower back. Okay, or if you're even more flexible, I can pull this leg in and then do the same thing, hand back, reach through. This is the one I prefer, but 3 levels of flexibility. First one, just hug the knee, leg straight. Second one, leg straight, coming through. Or a little more advanced, reaching through and just breathing it in, good stretch to the back. Okay, again, making sure we do both sides. So I'm gonna switch, do the other side, get that good stretch in. Okay, and now I'm gonna roll back and just kind of hang out here. Stay nice and relaxed. If you want to, you can try to put your knees all the way down to the mat, or you can stay up on your toes. Okay. Just staying relaxed, getting comfortable in this position. This is a position you might get into in jiu-jitsu. If you haven't been there on your own, it can be very claustrophobic. So kind of putting yourself in this position sometimes, especially if you're a jiu-jitsu practitioner, and just getting used to the feeling of it can be good to develop that when you're rolling and training. Okay. And then now our last stretch, final stretch. Okay, we're just gonna stretch out our front side a little bit. So I'm gonna come down and just coming up here, stretching out those abs, stretching out the front of my hips, making sure we're breathing, okay? If you wanna make it a little more difficult, you can kinda come up on your feet and drive your hips forward. Okay, so that's your Spider Monkey Jiu-Jitsu warm-up / stretching session. You can do this every day. You can do this before your workouts, or you can do this as just a standalone warm-up and mat drill jiu-jitsu exercise for you. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If there's anything else you want to see, let me know. And I hope you guys are staying safe, staying healthy. I'll see you soon.